Saturday morning, studio is still closed. We're gonna open it up now for the workshop today, coaching and movement of the model. I think one of the most interesting workshops. I think I say that of all the workshops. But this is a topic where a lot of photographers don't know what to do. How do you coach your model? How do you make her move and get that little bit of extra in your images? So that's the topic for today. Let's open up the studio. Okay, I'm starting up the computers now. What I do have to do is still render a video for Wacom. So we put online yesterday the one about multiple monitors. And I actually also recorded another one about the EK remote. So we're gonna render this one now and then we're gonna upload it later this week. Later next week, of course. Now let's talk a little bit about that workshop coaching and motion. Now a lot of people ask me like, how do you coach your models? How do they come up with poses? And in most cases I actually let the models do their own thing. Meaning I will not coach them as put your hands like this, put your face like this. I will just tell them to go. And of course I will steer them. So if they take a pose and I like it, I will actually tell them that's a great pose. Now move a little bit that way, move a little bit this. And at that point we actually create the pose ourselves. So both of us. It's a cooperation between the model and the photographer. Now the worst thing as a photographer you can do is just look at the model, go like, and yeah, this is not a freeze frame. Just go. Do something. That's the worst thing, because the model can't see what you see through the lens. And that's why you always have to keep talking to your model. It doesn't matter what you say, just say awesome, great. Never say something negative. It's always awesome, great, do it like that. Yeah, that's great. A little bit, oh yeah, amazing. And that way you get that energy up really high on your photo shoot. So that's one of the things we're going to be discussing today. And we have a great model. And of course I'm going to take you backstage during that workshop. And we have some more stuff coming up probably today or next week. I have a big announcement about behind the closed doors. Because we officially have a really nice partner now. So I will tell you more about it next week. Did some final adjustments to the video and now I'm gonna send it to compressor and upload it for the release probably on Monday or Tuesday. Now before the workshop start I'm updating some blog posts which will be online next week, and we'll be focusing more on tips instead of just sharing the images. We'll give a little bit more tips, so look out for those. They will be online starting on I believe Monday or Tuesday. I think you're really gonna like these. Okay, the students are in and we're ready to do the Q&A, and today we have two special guests, Nadine and our model Ingrid. So, hello Ingrid. Hello Nadine.
Hi.
Long time no see.
Yeah.
And here we have our group for today. Hey guys.
Hello. Good morning.
Hey Ari.
Hi.
So we start with the Q&A and then the workshop. So Nadine, you're doing the makeup today?
Yes.
And the hair?
Yes.
And the styling?
Yes.
And Ingrid, awesome, looks very nice. So we're gonna set up everything and then we're gonna do the first setup. Everybody's shooting the color checker first. One of the most important shots is of course the one with the color checker. Another setup with Ingrid in a very, very strange position. Holding the color checker of course and making funny faces with the color checker, right? Mm-hmm. First one, yeah, there we go, try it again. A little bit more creativity with dragging the shutter techniques. One let go panel and one strobe in the back. So they're gonna do a 3-second delay.
Dit vind ik ook wel een mooi plaatje hoor. Ja, het is toch leuk, kijk dan.
Dat kan niet. Nee, dat is in beeld.
Ja, we zijn in beeld.
Wat is de aftellen? 1, 2 en dan 3?
1, 2, 3 en dan ga ik 1, 2, 3.
Ja, heel goed. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
The only setup where they can all shoot together. Aren't they cute? Here we have our little store with books, CDs and DVDs, of course. And we have a really cool camera new goodie bag. And what's in the goodie bag, Anna-Week?
Oh, a lot. We have a flyer of
Oipo.
And lens
Lens cleaners.
And we have some discount vouchers.
A lot of discount vouchers.
And some about the print.
Okay, about metal print that is.
Metal print, that's really cool. The prices. Oh. Well, a lot more.
A lot more.
Yeah.
And sometimes you even find car keys underneath,
Yeah.
right? And we once lost our car keys and they were inside the goodie bag. Somebody thought they won a car.
Yeah, that was not true. That was my key.
Okay. Okay, everybody's home and I'm doing some final editing for the thumbnail for the Quite Frankly episode 70. Wow. And this is all about programming the Wacom keys in an easy way. So it's episode 70 already. That's cool. Okay, so in the meantime this is uploading, and what I'm now doing is actually creating the thumbnail. So all the Quite Franklys have a thumbnail with the episode number in there, and of course we have to store that thumbnail to make sure that we can import it into how do you call it, YouTube. So we have to make sure that every episode has the number inside. So it's a sort of template we use. So if I take away my image, it looks like this, and the only thing I have to do is drag in a screenshot, and at that point I can use it as a thumbnail and upload it for the episode it's connected to. Now this was all about programming the remote control for the Wacom Cintiq, and of course all the other Wacoms, because they have similar setups. And we will probably put this online on Monday, so watch out for that one. Okay, I quickly retouched 3 of the images from today. I really love this one, a really bizarre crop, but somehow it worked. We did this with continuous lighting and a delayed strobe, and zooming, so you never know what you're gonna get, but this one is pretty interesting. And I love this one, really weird angles, really nice. And I still have to retouch, let me see, let's go to the capture folder. So we still have to do this one. This is also with the delayed strobe, and I love the expression here. This one is awesome, a little bit like a pin-up, and a small jump, and from the Weird Poses series. And I love this one with the Allengram in the back, and this one. So still a lot of work to do, but we're gonna do that on Tuesday, because Monday and Sunday are in fact the days off. Now Nadine brought us a cool gift. Batman and Superman energy drink, so probably gonna need it, but we're gonna keep it closed for the collection. Well, yeah, we're gonna keep it closed. Okay, now some really cool stuff. Now you guys probably know I'm on Patreon, right? Because every time you see an episode, the front is Patreon, the back is Patreon. And we recently found out something really interesting. On Patreon you can do a live chat. Now I'm not often, well, how should I put it nicely? I'm not free very often. We have a very busy schedule. It's now also around 7:30 that I go home. But like for example, just now we were mainly updating stuff and doing some retouching. And what I love to do is interact with people. So from now on, starting this week, every time when I have a little bit of free time or I don't have any clients, we'll start a live session on Patreon. It's only for the guys, of course, who support us on Patreon, because, well, there has to be some kind of, how do you call it, limitation to it. But if you support us on Patreon, you will see an email coming in when we are live, and you can ask whatever questions you want. So I love that interaction with people, and Patreon makes that possible. So for now, have a great weekend. I'm going home, have some dinner, and relax tonight with a movie. And we'll see you again on Tuesday. So on Sunday and Monday there will be no vlogs. So on Tuesday you will see me again. And at that time, Well, who knows what will happen at Studio FD behind the closed doors. See you guys, have a great weekend.